events.
They're on.
Right.
Okay.
Well, good morning, everybody.
Morning.
I think everybody knows the fire drill, don't they? They didn't go through all that.
Yeah.
Apologies for absence, Les, obviously.
Yeah.
Lindsay's going to be here a little bit late, but we are 2 members short on the committee, as I think everybody knows. The declarations of interest. Has anybody got any declarations of interest they want? John, no. Me, no. Received planning and built committee 20 minutes from the 25th of November, a long time ago. Has everybody read them? Has somebody like to move the acceptance?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah. Please show just a bit, John.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Thought on outstanding actions, if we've got anything,
No.
Name for the public, we've got no public here, so we pass that one. To receive and consider build environment from non-councillors. Well, there's nobody else here, so that one we pass this. We've had nothing in writing.
Just
Sorry,
point of information. What's that mean?
if you're not a member of this committee, if you're a councillor, you can ask for something to be put on.
Is it non-councillors?
I think that's right, isn't it, Helen?
Yeah. So
No,
if you've
issues.
got,
It says from issues from non-councillors.
yeah, non-member councillors, so somebody not on
Could you
this
not
committee.
clarify that?
Yeah.
That would cover things like when we were dealing with the coffee lounge.
Yeah.
Because when
Yeah.
their neighbours turned up, that's the sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but it does say that the notice should be given, doesn't it, somewhere?
Yes.
Non-committee members.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah.
But I think we have in the past accepted something if it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
urgent.
Okay. Yeah. Lovely.
To receive any late decisions or notifications.
Yeah.
from
No,
local
I've got one
council.
that's, it's a planning application, but it's obviously going to go to assets after. But it's the tree again at the 83E marketplace that's come up for planning again. So
Yeah.
it got consent for a period of 2 years, so it's out of date. So that's come up for consideration. So all it is for you to decide whether to accept the planning, and then the applicant will write to the council to say, please, can you take the tree down? So
As to exactly where that is, because
Yeah, it's behind.
What used to be Mary Maxwell's.
Oh, right, yes,
it's behind 83E marketplace.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know who?
Well, I know who.
You know who? I said there's no conflict of interest this time, is there?
So that's your only late item,
Yeah.
whether you approve this or not.
I think we looked at this before when it first came up, and we decided
We didn't object to it.
we said that we'd had the report, hadn't we, Helen, that
Yeah.
it was it wasn't in any state that it needed
Yeah.
taking down. So we decided,
Yeah.
sorry, healthy
Yeah.
tree, yeah, them words.
Tree.
So we decided at the time not to take any further action, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's.
Is that a course we can go down there, Helen, to not take any further action, or is it something we have?
Well, you just, all
No
you're
comment.
doing at the moment is to decide whether you want to take the tree down or not, you know, whether we
That'd
get
be for
permission.
assets, won't it?
Yeah, that's for assets. This is all this is a planning application to say, do we object to the tree coming down?
I
If
think
it's in
we
a
should.
conservation area.
If it's healthy, it should stay, shouldn't it?
Yeah, I think that is the one. If it's dangerous or it needs coming down, fair enough. But if it's in a good state of health, and our tree people have said it's in a good state of health recently,
Yes.
So-
Although I think there's another surveyor's report that says it's dangerous. So,
But then that person's not been out. Nobody's been out and looked at the tree officially in the applicant, in the application. It's just,
there's no more information
New screen bits.
with it.
yeah.
So only thing I think of is if we only go by what our tree surgeons say, and our tree surgeons tell us it's a healthy condition, and I would propose that we take no further action and refuse permission for it to be failed.
Okay.
I don't know.
Is it-
I'd rather not go there.
Well, that is my proposal, John. If somebody would like to second that, Lindsay. You got a counter proposal or something, John?
Well, I just wanted to say, I think it's a wrong move, to be honest. It's something that could be left to the council, the Bretland Council, to decide. And when it comes before our assets committee, we could decide on the basis of our own evidence whether we need to take it down or not. I mean,
We've got evidence it doesn't need taking down, haven't we?
yeah, but that's not planning.
What
That's
further
not
evidence
planning.
do you want, John?
That's not a planning matter, is it?
No,
The planning matter is whether we object to their application, which, you know, if they could substantiate anything, but let's see what the assets committee say.
that's your decision to
Yeah.
make, isn't
Do you
it?
want to leave it and take it to assets to Mosser? I can't see it changing anything.
No, but it's not what I'm saying, it's not a planning issue, it's then it's an
Yeah,
asset.
so all you
issue.
decide
All right,
is,
we're
have you-
referring to assets then.
no, you're making a decision on the planning application
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
Then the applicant, if he can take the tree down, he then needs to write to the council, or she needs to write to the council and say, there's now, Breckland have agreed that you can take the tree down, please take the tree down. Then you can say no, because there's no disease. Then it's your decision to
Yeah.
do. But at the moment, all you're agreeing is whether, Breckland agreed it 2 years ago.
So they're not likely to
But
change.
it says this decision does not convey any rights to enter upon the land not in your ownership or to carry out any work or over land not in your ownership. So they can't take the tree down. They get,
Without permission.
so yes, it can come down in the conservation area. Then they write to the council and say, please take the tree down, but you don't have to do it then.
No,
So do we refuse from take it any further?
More of a recommendation rather than a refusal, because we don't have power to refuse it at the end of the day, do we?
Well, you can say that we,
Yeah, we do.
yeah,
I just say we're not
you can object.
We
Yeah.
can object.
But then they've got to get the council permission to go on the land and take it
Yeah,
down. In
I
the first
think-
place,
I
we
think
could
it's an
refuse
asset.
that if we wanted to.
Do we just propose that we object to this planning application?
Yeah, I
That's a
think that.
better way.
Who's proposing it then?
I'll start.
Okay.
John?
I'm against.
So John's again, so one against.
We're getting a bit low in numbers, aren't we?
That is
Well,
the
we're all
problem.
here that's actually on the committee. I did say this earlier, but there's two vacancies on this committee, which is
Yeah,
a shame, really.
Carry on.
So the decision, we've done that one. Got the amendment, material, powerhouse, traffic and road, information only, amendment to external materials. Is there information only? Is there anything we
so
need
these,
to?
these are just the ones that have been agreed, I think amendments.
Oh, right, sorry, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, sorry
You-
about that.
yeah.
Yeah, get me talking in puddle.
So any comments on those and then we go down to
Yeah.
the decision.
So, 962, any comments on that one? Station Road, police station?
Pleased with that one.
Refusal? Well, something, this is the second time that Breckland has turned it down. We've sort of, we said no objections at the time, didn't we?
But they turned down the previous application on that site as well,
Yeah.
which
Based on
we
numbers.
put for.
Yeah, and then they went down and we said.
I think that they'll probably come back again.
Oh, they've got something to definitely be on that site eventually, won't it?
It'd be nice to see it redeveloped. I think
Yeah.
it's big,
So-
it'd be a
So
community.
so we just note that and really wait for the next application.
Yeah.
Granted. Garage conversion and from office to include shower room at what Rick's Place, from Rick's Place. So can't remember.
And on new estates.
Oh, yeah. No comments on that, everybody?
That-
Yeah.
They'll come back as a Airbnb.
Yeah.
Yeah. conversion of suitable officer to form three dwellings. Right place, that's been refused.
Surprised about that one, to be honest.
I'm a lot surprised.
Well, perhaps there's something in the details that they didn't like.
I had a look at it when it was refused, and they weren't happy with the size of the dwelling
Right,
that would be
too small,
transferred to the
yeah.
residents.
So what they're saying is over three's too many, they would probably accept two really.
Yeah, well, it looked a bit cramped, didn't it? I mean,
Yeah,
So that's another one that'll probably come back later on, isn't it? Proposed to install new fascias, number one, projecting sign.
this is the.
No, board.
This is let's go.
Sign and do. Sorry, how's it going?
Seeing it worked.
Grant permission, that's up Brandon Road.
Yeah. They really.
That's
haven't
all
gone
to
with
do
that
with the
now.
new Tesco's, I assume. No comments on that at all? Happy? Not that we can change anything anyway. The next one's for information on 17 and 20 Camping Land surgery.
Can I just say, why do they keep referring to it as the camping land surgery? Because it's got nothing to do with that, has it? Is that new development
Yeah.
by the Conservative Club?
Yeah, it looks a hell of a size, doesn't it?
That's fine.
That's, there you go.
The location, but
Next one, planning application to erect up to 160 dwellings, including. I've got read it all.
screening.
Yeah,
That's for that big one off to the east of Spall Road,
yeah.
but north of the railway.
Yeah.
Line.
Any comments at all? Nothing on that? Not this information only again.
At the moment, we don't.
Barn conversion, that's what used to be the old glass works, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good one.
Granted with conditions, we're all happy with that one. I think we all agree with that, didn't we? Discharge of conditions 5 and 6 and 7 on PP, Snell's Pit Farmless was to do with the storage, wasn't it? Storage.
Yeah.
No. Construction of box potato store, that's all stale again.
Yeah.
Right. You've seen the following planning application, so we're on to the new applications now. Amendment to existing building, including revised front face and amend internal wall arrangement. Propose a change of use from 6 to 7, approved under blah blah blah.
Single unit.
Single unit, that's land west of Grandville, Abel's site again.
That is Tesco.
No, that's the other end of the block, John.
Yeah,
I wanted to combine 2 units into one.
Yeah, which end?
Far end, near where the show house is, like that end.
Oh, that
It's
is.
the far.
But they've already, I had a look at that yesterday, they've already put the frontages in. So it's,
Well,
they don't hang around, do that. So it's going from 6 to 7, isn't it, by the looks of it?
they're combined 6.
No, they combine all units 6 and 7,
Yeah.
that's it, into one single.
It's obviously not.
I think that may be probably more.
Well, we always said we thought 6 was too many, didn't we, at
Yeah.
the time?
yeah,
So
there's been one on social media, there's got to be a fish shop.
Oh.
We need a fish shop. There you go.
if they do cheap fish and chips. Any comments or?
Well, is it more than, what did we say? It should only be 5 units.
It's already been approved.
Yeah, but I've got back on that. It's just that
So, yeah, it's already been approved. So what they want to do is combine the
Yeah.
other 2 units into one. But that's what they're
Yeah.
asking for.
But that's the excess ones from that we didn't want.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
we're approved.
Bretland don't rule that. Yeah,
so they've already got it.
I think it makes more sense.
I can't see what grounds you could object to it on.
No.
There's nothing worse than these developments, and you find the frontage is all boarded up, which nobody wants.
It's on the street now, look.
It's nice, isn't it?
does, yeah.
Modern and slick.
If it stops a bit of traffic coming through the town, I think that will be for the good.
Yeah.
I know some of the others, the trades in the town might object to it, but if it stops people having to get their cars out and keep coming into the town.
Yeah.
I've got no objections. Has anybody got? I've got no objections to that.
It's not now,
No,
it's
they're
gone
built,
through.
we need to fill them up, don't we? At the
Yeah.
end of the
Well,
day.
that'd
It'd
be
be better than they were all used.
Yeah, absolutely.
Properly used.
And they know, don't they, what they're going to be on the sale,
Yeah.
they're not going to be able to sell soon.
everybody happy with no objections?
Yeah.
This is the old school
The old school.
variation of working conditions of number 8, number amend trigger point and condition 8 with regards to traffic regulation order antique emporium room 1. And I think Les did try and clarify this, so I don't know.
Yeah, what is the problem with that is under the original planning consent that the planning consent was approved on the 10th of January 2023.
Yeah.
Planning consents have 3-year lifespan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Run
right
out.
the out.
Yeah.
Run out. And they hadn't done anything about getting that traffic order in place. Now, I think there's a problem there. I also got to tell you that I was contacted by a resident, one of the little cottages there.
Yeah.
He is extremely worried about this traffic order because he parks his vehicle on the road outside there. And if the traffic order come along, he wouldn't be allowed to. He'd have to park it some distance
Are we talking about on the main street or
on Whitsands Road.
Sands Road? Yeah, well, yeah, 7 cottages along
Yeah.
there, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah. So he is extremely worried about this. Now, I said, well, unfortunately, you should have, when the original planning application came through, you should have made your point known then.
Yeah.
So you missed the boat there. But he hadn't missed the boat really, has he? Because that development cannot have legally taken place yet. So is that development legal now? If they go ahead with it, I don't know. I'd like to know, is Chris, planning officer,
Chris Hodson.
Chris Hobson, what his, I mean, I've seen what he said. It's that what he suggested is that they don't open that access until they have the traffic
Yeah.
order in place. But it doesn't change the fact legally that planning application has lapsed.
Yeah, but if they made it, if they put a spade in the ground somewhere, that would be classed
Well,
as a
yeah, but-
start. I don't know if they have. I don't know.
But,
I'm only
That's
making.
not up for us,
Yeah,
that's not up to
that's
us.
true, but it's set for the fact that condition 8 actually says no construction shall take place until you have the traffic regulation order. I can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to fudge it all to make it seem as though it could have taken place and it was legal because the traffic regulation order would then be more legal. But at the moment, it's not. I just don't understand how they're coming about with this.
Well, I think in the earlier stages of this proposed development, wasn't they going to stop up those gates at the back? And there was,
Yeah.
The gates are.
yeah.
No, they're moving the axis along.
Is that where that scruffy piece of land is?
Yeah,
Ah,
right next to the cottages,
right, yeah.
right next door to them, so that it's got better visibility displays. Because what they're doing is they're moving the curb line out, which made the road that much narrower there. But they've been permitted to do that, and trouble is we're in a sticky position here because everyone wants this to go ahead.
But the ultimate decision is going to be with Breckland, isn't it?
Yeah.
We really want to move along with this, so I'm not prepared to actually put anything in the way and object to anything that's going to get it moving.
Yeah, well, The trouble is, I've got this resident who's come to me and asked what he could do about it. Now, my thought is,
He can write in comments, can't he? So
he's written in,
Yeah.
yeah, he has said his comments. The other thing he could do is object to the traffic regulation
Yeah,
order.
he can do that.
And that would be a real stymie. So
That's up to Brecon.
what I'd like to see is the planning officer getting hold of the developer and saying, look, these people have got a little bit of a problem. Can you help them out here? Because he could probably provide them with parking spaces within that development.
You can't, John, because one person or a few people want to park their cars there. It's not a ground really for planning.
No, it's not planning. No,
Well, we all feel sorry for him, but people buy these places and they've got a car. They've got,
I
when they
do
buy that. You look at all the way along there. You go into the theatre street and all that. There's lots and lots of places along there that haven't got parking spaces, or with their cottages or whatever, they have to park in theatre street or in car parks. Which is it's
I understand
sort of
that.
problem,
I understand that, Paul. I do understand that you've got no right to park on the road, right? But in this instance, I've got to advise him what he can do.
Yeah.
And he could very well hold up this development if he was out of mind to.
that take it in consideration. That's all. I don't think they will make their minds up. The Harveys will look at it in the light of day and say whether they agree with the objection or not. And if they agree with it, they might refuse the.
Well, the only other thing is that he, and in fairness, what should I do?
Well,
He could challenge the legality of that development at the moment because it's out of time.
He could do, but I don't think he'd have a leg to stand on, really.
Yeah, well, that's.
Why not?
I think you've done your job, John. You've
Yeah.
listened to the guy and he's now got to refer it back to Brecon. That's right.
I honestly don't think he's got really any real rights. He's got no rights to park.
No, I didn't say he had any
More than
rights.
anybody else
Paul,
has.
listen, I didn't say he had any
Yeah.
rights to
No,
park
I'm
there.
not saying
I
he did.
understand that perfectly,
Yeah.
that people have not got a right to park on the road.
Yeah.
It's just custom
Mm.
and use, but on the other hand, they're riding roughshod over people around there. They decided they could narrow the road so they could get the visibility displays in. So they've gone overboard in helping this developer. And I understand why they're doing it, because we want that development done.
Yeah,
And then we got fined.
It has to be safely developed and they have to be appropriate visibility displays. So that
Yeah,
it's safe access in and
Yeah,
out.
again, I understand that, but what's fairness in this world?
Oh,
That developer could have gone round there and said, I hear you're worried about this. I can provide you with some. Sorry.
There's a phone
I can
ringing, I'll
provide
turn
you
it off.
with parking space on the site, which I would have thought would have been fairly straightforward.
So really, what was
That's why I'm going to
You-
go back to the guy and tell him to get in touch with.
really? Do you want to put a proposal for first object to it then?
No, I can't. It's got no grounds.
So really,
I want to
we could
query
put
whether
we could put
the.
a note in there. If we could do it as a comment, if
Yeah.
we wanted to, if
So
the.
no.
I don't want that. This is a difficult situation. I wouldn't want to hold the development up.
I don't want to hold the meeting up, but have we seen this additional piece of land come through from the original development? I mean, that piece of land is stood dormant.
That was added, that was in the
Yeah,
application.
that was in the application.
Yeah.
Yeah, it surrounds cottages,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, I know exactly what you're
Yeah.
saying.
But they could have asked for an extension for the period for it because of some of the sorting out some of these other things, couldn't they have, Ellen? I don't know. I'm only taking.
Yeah, I think he,
That's
like
wouldn't
anyone,
know.
he doesn't understand the rules of
So-
development.
But-
He was,
Personally, I think you could make comment, but I think, just let the highways people will know these things. We can note the residents' comments, which obviously he has already
yeah,
written
so
to
it's
the
on.
planning authority, so they know them. So it's not a lot of point in us entering them. I don't think, I think we just say that, no, no objections, and that would be my way, unless anybody else has got anything else.
Well, I put no comment.
Well, with the no comments, unless you. I can't see
I'd
any
rather
point
have
in
no
doing-
comment
We don't
and
really,
leave it to the,
Yeah.
because it is a safety issue.
Yeah.
That
So just have no comment rather than no objections.
yeah.
Yeah, we all.
well, like Lindsay said, we don't want.
Because if the highways came back and said this is.
I would say with
They've done
no
it.
objections with,
And fair.
and
We have
that's
to
it.
say no objection, but we can't say no comment.
Well, there isn't that option,
Well, there's
but
support, object
object
and general comments.
And no comment. Support and object,
object
And
and
general
then general comments.
general comment, none.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
so no objections, general comment, none.
Uh,
That's what I said.
And then the individual can make representation on his own.
Yeah, oh.
Yeah, well,
It will be considered.
Okay.
where was we? Oh, yeah. Proposed dwelling house with associated parking and access land adjacent to Vine Cottage, Pleasant Row. Is this the bit of land we was looking at?
Yeah, it is. I think.
No, there's the
Yes.
piece of land,
Yeah.
it's,
Right at the end of Pleasant Road.
it's, where they're already redeveloping that piece of land with 5 properties, and I think that's
Oh,
actually
that's,
additional.
yeah.
I
They're
think,
not off Pleasant Road though, are they, Graham?
I'm not sure.
They got their own
Yeah,
access
yeah, they,
down by where Chalfont House was.
yeah,
Yeah, but they can't get through to that yet because of the way.
Pleasant Road's
Yeah.
the one, the little road
Yeah,
that is.
but you've got, out of that access, which is a very blind access as it is, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dwellings already off.
Yeah, but
that.
that's not Pleasant Road. That road's
No,
not.
that's not.
Pleasant Road is the one to the north.
Technically,
isn't it?
yeah,
This is London
That's,
Street here.
yeah, that's, you've just gone past Pleasant Road.
Yeah, Pleasant Road's the one
Keep going up, no,
down.
there, that's Pleasant
Yeah,
Road.
Pleasant Road, yeah. That's a bit of land they're talking about, which we looked at possibly attaining, didn't we?
That bit.
Yeah.
Where you got your cursor on.
It's big enough, but you know, how many access and there's a blind access, there's a very
There's
bad
4
access coming out onto a very busy road.
There's four sort of bungalows.
Yeah, there's
Are they
several,
bungalows? They've not long been renovated, isn't
there's several
Yeah,
houses off.
and
that.
then there's a couple of houses right up the end.
doesn't that, isn't that the area where Shirley Matthews lives there, isn't it?
No, not that bit.
Oh,
No,
so she's
she's off Watton Road.
I wouldn't object. They'll have to see what the highways say.
Yeah.
I'm personally thinking that we ought to object because of the state of it coming out. We objected when they put in this other development last time for the lack of visibility coming out onto a very busy road. And I think we should object on highway grounds.
I think they tried to get that extra property on the original application.
They did that with some
Yeah,
more on there originally, didn't they?
yeah, they did.
So there's 2 cars with that, isn't there? There's 2.
I don't know how many properties will run off of that Pleasant Road. It's an unadopted road, isn't it, as far as I know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, and it comes out into a very blind, onto a very busy stretch of road.
Yeah,
And personally, I would object on highway grounds.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion.
over development or.
Object.
No, I don't think you'd go over development.
Well, we won't have
I'd leave it to the highways to,
But I think we've got to give a lead if we're going to, we've got to give a lead on this. And my,
Good cats.
I would propose that we object to it on highway grounds and the entrance into the road on and the exit onto the very busy road.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, good
I
one.
second it.
Who's John?
I would propose that.
Against, so 3, 4, 1 against.
Okay with that?
Yep.
You can word it better than I can.
I'll try.
Any late applications, Helen?
No.
Norfolk County Council Highways corridor crossing on the Lynn Road. We talked about that before on the cycle bit of that, didn't we?
yeah, it's up and running at the moment, isn't it?
Any other further comments we want to make on that?
No, they think it's.
I think it's all obviously they're getting, I think they said the spring, didn't they, for our spring opening it, so,
Yeah,
Can't be far off.
no, it's not going to be far
right,
right now.
ugly building.
So just note that again, yeah. To discuss local plan review, particularly in the issues of Relief Road, bypass and implications for LPR in the right of Brecon District Council and draft infrastructure investment prospects. That's a lot there.
I think John's leading on this, aren't you?
Right, yeah. Okay, so did you all see that Brecon Council have now recognised the need for a bypass? They call it bypass. We like to call it a
Proposing it to the new mayor, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they have
That's not
recognised
right.
that.
Recognise it.
Re-recognise it with £34 million of, this is for the mayor to carry on. So they want to leave us a legacy, I think. But the problem is, as I see it, it's not mentioned in the local plan review. It's not mentioned in Reg 18. So I would like for the chair of this committee, which is Les, to write to the probably the protocol is that he writes to the cabinet member for planning, but copy it to the planning officer to point out that it's not mentioned in the Reg 18 document, and it ought to be because to safeguard route, because some of the developments they're proposing could block the successful
Transfer.
route for a relief road. So I think I'd like Les to be able to write to.
I think we'd all
Brett.
be in agreement with that, John.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us would have. You were in agreement with that? Ian?
Well, it's if we would, I mean, it's up to them to make the decision whether they do.
Yeah,
it.
but I think it is important, and with a good step up the ladder, getting Brecon to recognise it. Now, if we can get it into the
And you've
into
minuted
the
it then as
yes,
well, even if they
local
don't, it's
plan,
not.
plan review. I think that's a good step up.
to
I've
write.
pushed Sam Chapman Allen on no end of occasions
Yeah.
for this to happen, and I think it's in Paul Clausen's portfolio, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think it is, but I might be wrong on that. But
Well, whoever it is,
yeah,
you could find out. couldn't
Yeah,
you?
yeah, we'll do that and we'll.
But I think protocol was that he writes to the.
Yes,
yeah.
cabinet member.
I think we would all be in
So
agreement.
you all
We've got to
agree?
keep it alive, keep
Yeah.
pushing it.
Yeah,
along.
well,
Yeah.
now that I mean, this is the first time I've seen Bretland or any Bretland or Norfolk County Council admit a case
Yeah.
there for
Some of
the
the
relief road.
Never been mentioned.
And once
I-
they put it in writing, you've got to go for it.
Not to be minuted, but I think 34 million is not going to touch the size of it,
No,
but that's beside the
That
point.
is- But was Long Stratton was 45 million, I think. So it's not far off, you know, and they went round the and
It's a step
they
in
got
the right
grants from here, there.
Step
and
in the right direction.
And all this silly nonsense about thousands of houses. I mean, we're already going to have 3,500.
We will,
houses.
I think
So-
it will come down to, we will have to accept a lot more houses.
Yeah.
Well,
in the
yeah,
long
we're
term.
accepting 3,500.
So that's something to argue in the future.
Yeah.
Let's get it,
That's a different.
that's a different kettle of fish. It is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything else on that on any of them
So you all
subjects?
agree that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see if we agree.
Anything else on that subject or anything anybody wants to? Obviously, that's something that will eventually go out to public consultation if it ever gets to that stage at a later date. So obviously you, we
I don't think I'll be around to see you.
whether we will or not, who knows, John? But that's that.
There we are. It's a
Right.
legacy, isn't it?
The solar farm, I think you wanted to.
Well, I've put the public consultation out. We haven't got a response till the 27th of February. So I think it's just to note that they've sent us a letter. It's been accepted by the Secretary of State, the application on the 16th
Yeah,
of December.
application.
Yeah, so
Not true.
no, I've put the public consultation out. We're already getting responses back in and then put it on. Well, either it goes to full council in February or you wait till your next planning. And then you need,
I
then you
think full
need,
council,
I
because it's
think-
not enough of this.
I think full council, yeah. Yeah, so,
The other thing I did say is a cast like I having to get sort of
yes,
I can't remember the date offhand.
yeah, so that was just gonna say, so can't-
Sorry.
Yeah, I read that last night.
Well, they got more at stake as well.
they have, yeah, so does anyone want to go and,
If I
Yeah.
can, I
what I'll do
will.
is I'll send that out.
Yeah, if you could,
now.
please.
We've received it, I'll say that we've received it, and then we've got the public consultation, they did their public consultation last July, you see, so.
Yeah.
We're doing it now, we'll have responses for the next full council meeting, and so
Yeah,
it'll be
that's good.
a decision then, full council decision.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. We're nearly there. Next date, the next meeting, 24th of February, 11 o'clock.
Can we just ask before we close it, have we got any update about Lidl's? I'm constantly
Oh,
being asked.
yeah. And you both-
That seems to have gone dead, doesn't it?
I'll ask Judy.
Yeah.
She hasn't, she normally gives me if there's anything to say, but she hasn't, so I would say
So
no.
what?
Lidl's.
Littles.
Yeah.
Last I saw Waitrose, had an objection.
Had
Yeah.
they?
Yeah, that's the last.
Oh,
I
they didn't send me.
Well, there was some things.
Brown envelope from.
There were some conditions they had to sort out, wasn't there? That I think they
Bloody.
haven't, as far as I know, they haven't come back with a new application yet, have they? The other one I was looking at is the Paddlers one, and I think, do we know what's really happening? Has Paddlers really pulled away from that site altogether?
Don't ask.
Is there something we can perhaps ask Breckland Planning on?
Well, Brett to put it in the local plan review as a employment site,
Yeah.
together with our site,
Yeah.
actually.
That'd be the best
Straight.
result for it, I think.
Yeah,
Good,
have a
good.
go with that, with,
Should I
That's
show the
about-
meeting?
sorry?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. God.
Yeah, sorry.
I said